Welcome to Today with Sadie, where we talk about, I don't know, whatever and everything. But mainly, what we talk about here on this show is things that will help you win. Things that will help you win. Now, I teach women, especially veteran women, how to slay their giants so that they can live in freedom. Now, slaying giants to live in freedom is for everybody. So if you're a man and you're like, oh, I don't want to listen to, she just said that she helps women. No, these are things that can help you as well. So don't tune out. How about if you share? How about if you share this out with someone who might benefit? Because today we're going to talk about how to slay the giant of narcissism. Now, narcissism doesn't have a gender. There are women who are narcissists and there's men that are narcissists. And it's not them, it's the spirit that is operating in them and through them that is what hurts people out there. Okay. So if you are tuning in, let me know where you're watching from, and let me know if this is the first time that you are watching the show. It's called Today with Sadie, where we talk about everything, but especially things that will help you win in everyday life. So today is how to slay your giant of narcissism. Whoever is in front of you, that's the giant. And one thing we have to remember, again, that I just shared, it's not them, the physical person, it's the woundedness they have dealt with in their life. And when there is a wound, it's an easy place for the enemy to come and dwell and use them as a puppet. So when you understand that they're being used as a puppet, that puts you in a place of empowerment. Okay. Hey, Leona, it will put you in a place of empowerment. Now, when dealing with the narcissist, the spirit of narcissism, one thing to be aware of is that they want you to react emotionally. They want to play with your emotions. They will put you on an emotional roller coaster. So when you know that, you do the opposite. Learn to self-discipline the emotion that they go and trigger. So when they are pushing things, look at it as like, okay, God, what part of them are they pushing on my emotion keyboard that I need to turn over to you? What part of me is being wounded or has a wound that I need to hand over to you, God, and allow you to heal? Because a thing of a narcissist, they can only put salt and push on a bruise that is there. That is there. So the best thing to do to beat that spirit is to receive the healing that God has for you so that they don't push on those buttons. Now, the second thing is short responses. You don't have to justify yourself to anybody, especially that spirit of narcissism. You don't have to justify yourself. So think about short responses that you can respond to what they're saying. Again, as I said a little bit ago about the discipline, it takes discipline like a trained soldier to fight against this spirit. In your private time, in your time of prayer, Lord, what are responses that, this woman or this man, when they say these things, how can I respond in a minimal, short, one sentence burst of a response? You think about it as a rifle. Pop, one off, one, quick, short response. Because the more you talk, the more you open yourself and you give yourself a wider target, they will take you out, because that's what they do. That's what they do. Now, minimal interaction. Do your best to not interact with them. They are going to come to you. They're going to present themselves in front of your door. Either the door of your mind, the door of your heart, or your actual physical door. You have the right to pick and choose who you want on your phone. I understand if that person is a former spouse, someone that you have to interact with because of children or business or something of that sort. Now, again, in your time of prayer, God, I have to interact with this person, but how can I minimize it to the minimal, to where I don't really have to, but when I have to, teach me to control my emotion, heal those wounds in my heart so that I do not respond with emotion. Help me to be prepared with short responses, and do and teach and guide me to have minimal contact with that person. Now, if you have to unhook yourself from unhealthy soul ties, unhealthy communication, you know what, schedule some time with me, send me a private message, you know, we'll walk through that. Now, the last one, which again, if you are dealing with that spirit of narcissism, with, again, that it's not the person, it's what's in them, it's what's using them as a puppet. Okay, we have to remember that, because then that puts us in a position of power. No contact. If you can avoid contact with this person, do so. Because when you're in contact with them, you are putting them in a place of power. And it sucks. Because then you lose your position. You lose your position. Now, I have a special prayer that the Lord, when he was sharing with me with these downloads of how to deal with this, with the spirit, with narcissism, he's like, Sadie, here's a prayer. And I'm just realizing I am late for an appointment. I am late for an appointment. So I'm going to jump off. But if you want this prayer and you're dealing with the spirit of this giant, I mean, it's a massive giant, narcissism, send me a private message. Send me a private message and I will get this to you. It's a powerful prayer because it puts you in a place of position with Jesus Christ, co-running with you to take this giant out. I bless you, and I pray that this prayer and this information will help you slay that giant and put you in the place of authority and identity and relationship with God, so that you can have the freedom that rightfully belongs to you. All right, ciao, bis später. Auf Wiedersehen, das Vidania. If you want that prayer, private message me. Talk to you later.